this show on the road.
I believe you meant to say get this shit over with.
No, because this is going to be going on for several months. I am trapped with y'all for a while. This is going to be fun.
This is the best decision you made in 2019.
One of them, but still here. Anyway, hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I am Ferret, also known as Sawyer, here with my wonderful roster of players for once again we return Patrick's Hack. And it is amazing because it makes all the bad decisions seem pretty awesome, even though it's just the same bad decisions a teenager would make with power behind them. And I am our gracious, wonderful, giving MC who wants nothing but the best from my players and for my players. And I use he, him pronouns usually. I will answer to any said with respect. And let's go around and introduce our players and characters. So I've been using screen order for a bit. So let's start with Ludo. Would you introduce yourself and your character?
Hi, I'm Ludo. I go by any pronouns, and I'll be playing Egeria, or David dos Campos, which is a nymph of forbidden knowledge and king-making. And you know what is the worst part about being the steward of the forbidden knowledge? Is that you're tempted to use it, and the worst part of being a purveyor of king-making is that you make kings.
And speaking of the king that was just made, Puckett, would you introduce yourself and your character?
Hi, I'm Puckett. He, him pronouns. I'm playing Danilo. He fucks shit up. Usually with good intentions and bad outcomes. Sometimes with bad intentions and good outcomes.
And she who must not be named, played by Patrick. Would you introduce yourself and your character?
I'm Patrick, he, him. I'm playing Echo, or Kagami, she, her. And Echo is fed up with the fading, is fed up with being in the background, and she got a little hint of hope from Luna, who said that, you know, if she stole power, she stole divinity from some of the other divinities out there, she would get a little more attention and hopefully a little bit more life. And that's great and all, but that doesn't seem like nearly enough. So she's starting to wonder what would happen if she stole one of the major divinities, rather than just these little piddly nothings that have been born with her.
Which will never backfire in anyone's face.
Can't see how it would.
And last but not least, Sarabelle, would you introduce yourself and your character?
Heavy is the crown. So my name is Sarabelle. I use she, her pronouns. I am playing Shango, or Amelia, who also uses she, her pronouns, who's just having a great time. Just enjoying life. Has a new girlfriend, which is a plus, I think. We'll see.
And I got all these lovely people from the Gauntlet. That's the gauntlet-rpg.com. We have a good community, and it's growing. Things are going on. And join us if you would like. If you enjoy story games, narrative-driven games, PBTA, OSR, all that jam. And the jam that we're in right now was burning the Garden of Even and leading an army through Yellowstone, which is an active volcano, and there are at least 2 fire divinities atop an active volcano causing havoc.
Not just a volcano, a super volcano.
Yes. And we left with Danilo seeing Divina Death, chained up, spread eagle with Paul Bunyan holding a chainsaw behind her. But Danilo, you've acted a lot. I want to know, Shango, how is this affecting you, this entire experience?
Oh, she is riding high on just the sheer power of it all. Oof. Once everyone's out of the garden. Oh, Can we answer the questions in the chat? Sorry.
Oh, there we will. This is not what it seems. Trust me.
Okay, thank you. So I think once the other things. Oh,
I'm back.
Whoa.
What happened?
My internet connection is wonky and I did not get it installed yet. Sadly, I'm on the.
I think that happened to all of us, though.
yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
thought
think it was
just me.
StreamYards.
Huh.
Maybe because I'm the host.
Maybe it's the network. I don't know. But Shango has not quite realized what's going on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
She wound up in her own shit.
Yeah. So I think what happens is Davina sees Danilo coming towards them, crowned in embers and cinder, and she pulls her hand from the chain and holds it up to Paul Bunyan. The chainsaw stops revving. She looks around at the scattering people, the flames in the garden, and there's that loud ringing, "Dude, what the fuck?" What do you say, Danilo?
Be right there. Got a motherfucker to kill first.
Whoa. You've ruined this concert. You've ruined my boyfriend's concert. Did you bring an army to Yellowstone Park?
Army gang. Difference of scale.
They're in army vehicles. There's a shit ton of them. Are you a narc now? Did you sell out?
No, these guys are bikers. They were my road crew. They're not cops. Fuck cops.
So
No.
you stole army vehicles. And
Yeah.
I think she points to Shango, who's breathing in the fumes of the burning Garden of Eden. Nzinga literally still holding the flames as the garden burns. You brought your posse and some people in the army.
No,
Shut
nobody
down
in the army.
your biker dudes in army outfits to stop the concert.
We came here to stop a sacrifice. Motherfucker took my garden of drugs.
No. From what he told me, the sun and some trippy flower hippie took your garden.
That would be no. And he's here with it. Possession equals intent. I mean, I learned that from you.
Do you want to spend a string to tempt Davina into any type of action?
I want her to dump this dude so I can just get on with fucking killing him.
I think that's a bit out of range of your temptation right now.
Then at the very least, I want her to start questioning everything that she has been told.
Ooh, that is a good thing. And I think she does turn and stop and is like, he said sacrifice. And I wasn't really chained up, but Paul, is this entire concert on the complete up and up? I mean, you said I was going to get a band after this. And I think Paul is lowering the chainsaw. Danilo, you see it does not have an actual bladed chain on it. It is a prop. But that is a pretty cheap prop. It makes noise. It draws attention. And he frowns and looks at Danilo. I'm just doing this because he killed my fucking family. Sun Daddy said it'd get back at him. Hit him where it hurts.
The motherfucker makes you call him Sun Daddy. Don't you have any respect?
No. But I hate you more.
Look, dude. Your family Your dad, member of a death squad, tried to hunt me down when I was a kid.
Yeah, and from pretty much everything I've been told, you guys were drains on the economy.
I'm glad to know that you value money more than human life. I can go back to fucking killing you with a clear conscience now.
Hey, wait. I said that's what I was told. You obviously have a different story. I mean,
Yeah, my life was valid because it was my life. Fuck your economy.
look, I didn't have. Do you think a kid has any say in what his father does for work? You think I knew what he was doing?
Well, apparently you did because you were told we were drains on the economy.
Yeah, because a lot of people in his income bracket were talking about that. It was on the news.
I see.
I'm sorry I was not born into whatever you were, that I didn't have your life, that I didn't struggle like you did.
Oh, so now you're trying to fucking co-opt my poverty. Okay, right. I'm going back to killing you with a clear conscience.
Are you going to just lash out physically against him then, or?
You know, I feel like that is actually the worst decision in this case. So yeah.
Okay, roll. Well, is your? It would be harmful for your gang to help right now. I think since they're in the armored, weaponized vehicles, and there are people in between you and the gunfire. So, I mean, do you want your gang to help you out? Because this could be a very interesting, hard move if they do.
I have god weapons and the mantle of the Cinder King.
Okay,
They can chill.
just
They
roll
can do
your
crowd control.
Then just roll your volatile. No +1.
And what is my volatile? +1.
That's a
So
12.
that's 12.
Are you going to spend a string to inflict +1 harm?
Not at the moment. I'm just going to clock him over the head.
Yep. He goes down. The chainsaw flies from his hands. He looks up in shock. Davina looks pretty not okay with this. And just, I think she turns and looks at the frenzy at Shango enjoying the high, Agaria still in the throes of the miracle he worked. And she just throws her hands up. Do fucking something but stand there!
Son, this is the only kindness I'm going to show you tonight. Don't get up.
He's not getting up yet.
Your dad was a dick. I don't know my dad, but I'm pretty sure he was a dick. So I can understand where you're coming from. And it is a motherfucker to wake up and realize that your hero was the bad guy. Davina, if you want a band, I will get you the best goddamn band you could ever hope for. If you want to stay here, that's your choice too.
Ooh.
But
now
dude,
I think you can tempt her if you want.
you shouldn't have taken my garden.
As he's rubbing his jaw, I didn't take your garden. I was given your garden.
Yeah, by someone who took it. You received, Davina, what did you call that? Stolen property, fencing. I should have paid more attention when you were talking about your law classes.
And she shrugs. It's probably different in Brazil anyway.
Anyway, point being, you were in possession of my garden. It was stolen. That means you fucking ask Davina. Davina, if you want to stay, that's cool. We're leaving. I think. Wait, everybody, are we leaving? We good with this? Sun Daddy's not here.
Can you stop calling him Sun Daddy?
Ah, yeah, you're right. Darth Candle.
Let's just call him Sunny D or something like that.
No, but dude, Sunny D is delicious. I like Sunny D.
Yeah.
So is blood.
Okay, point, fair, but you know, you can't really get blood at a convenience store.
Can you guys just decide on something and stick with it? Because I am like a little bit too high to follow this, and like, holy shit, I haven't been this high in months.
I thought we told about saving the ones that we could save.
Yeah, fair. Paul, do I have to kill you?
I'd rather you not.
Fair. I'm not asking what you'd rather. I'm asking, do I have to? Because if you come back at me, motherfucker, I'm going to regret this decision if I don't kill you right now.
Well, I mean, you've killed my father, you destroyed my concert, and you seem to be taking my girlfriend. Looks like we're going to come to blows eventually.
God damn it. You could have just said we were square.
I didn't do anything to you. You killed my fucking family.
Your dad was a murderous piece of shit.
Are you a fucking Christian? Did the sins of the father land on the son?
I haven't fucking killed you yet. If I thought his sins visited or fell on your shoulders, you'd be fucking dead. Your head would just be like a red paste right now. I mean, look at this shit, dude. Do you think I'd have any trouble whatsoever just like squishing you like a grape that I step on? I grew up hard. You grew up the cushy little son of privilege with a silver foot in your mouth.
Having something silver in your mouth does not mean it's anything if it's still just shoveling shit in there.
Shango, is this motherfucker annoying you as much as he's bugging me?
Honestly, right now, both of you are annoying the shit out of me.
Oh,
You're really
okay.
killing this fucking high.
Look, I'm not trying to harsh your mellow. Just, I don't. Maybe we should all just go inhale some fumes. I mean,
yeah.
All right.
It's nice, and I don't know if this is gonna be here much longer.
I think I'm going to have to do something right now, though. Mechanically, Echo, where are you?
I am wherever Darth Candle is.
Dang. I think this is your audience is going to spend the string they have on you. You've been silent, even for you, for too long. They're going to tempt you to co-opt any major performance and make yourself known.
No.
Oh, when the audience is enraged, I think a few Echo fans are at Paul Bunyan's concert. I mean, anything with any kind of expression like this is pretty wild, and I think a few of them are picking up the fruits that have fallen, seeing that nothing's going down with the army coming in. They begin pelting the gods with fruit and different wonderful vegetables coming on. And like that Nirvana song, they're just chanting for entertainment. If there's not going to be a concert, there might as well be blood.
Hey, fuck you. I told you to get out of here.
Why should we go? Where you go, we get entertained. Yeah, we give you power. Why aren't you doing what we want you to? We fucking paid the summoning price.
I would like to do something
Yes.
that may or may not fall under an existing move. I want to scream silence and hit the ground with my club, sending radiating shockwaves out to knock them off their feet.
Let me check your moves real quick. Well, I mean, you do have the Eye of Baelor. Do you want to maybe... Well, it's not really blight or illness, so yeah, you're not trying to maim them. I think that'd be a miracle to, rock the earth with the roots.
Okay, well...
Depending on what you're going for, it could also be something like trending if you're trying to convince them of something.
True. Or keeping your cool to just try and get the situation under control by being the biggest presence.
Yeah, that's not really Danila's style. I'll just work it as a miracle.
You may have to trend anyway. So, yeah, am I choosing one or are you choosing two?
Well, I'm already in my darkest self, correct?
Correct, which I'm wondering why you're not killing him then.
What is the Fomorian darkest
Well,
self?
you are trying to make him fear you. That does work as well.
And I am forcing the strong to bow.
Correct. Yeah.
Any slight is met with the
well.
grandest show of force I can muster, so that actually sending those rippling shockwaves out is in keeping with that.
Yes. Back to the original question. Am I picking one or are you picking two?
I'll go ahead and pick one.
Okay. You must make a 7 to 9 on the trending move.
That's it? I thought you'd pick something more interesting.
You're already in your darkest self.
Yeah, but describe how you hurt someone you care about is right there.
Ooh, it is. And
But
Davina's
you
right
already said it.
Stop giving him ideas.
So 7 to 9. Well, considering that I didn't give them a condition, I think, once again, someone wildly misinterprets the message. Because that never happens with Danilo. No one ever misinterprets what he's saying.
Oh, no. No one at all. Not ever. And I think someone does misinterpret this. I mean, they're seeing a show of godly force. They're angry. Their goddess hasn't answered their calls. Maybe she is fake. Maybe people should stop buying tickets to certain things. We'll get to it.
Which goddess is this?
The one that no one knows the name of because she doesn't exist.
Who?
Exactly. But yeah, you get your way to know. The people are knocked on their asses, landing on the fruits. Things are getting messy, ashy. It is beginning to smell bad, and Paul Bunyan has begun to get back up.
Remember today. Remember Darth Candle put you here.
You are a scary motherfucker.
That I didn't kill you when I had the chance.
I'll remember. I don't know if you'll be able to say the same about me, but I'll remember.
You best make sure you don't cross my path again, son.
We're gods. We're going to find each other eventually.
Woe betide you when we do.
But yeah, he admitted he thinks you're pretty damn scary. So I think that might be your escape clause.
Come on. We're done here. Davina, are you coming with?
I say, are you? Gary, you sounded very bloodthirsty. What have you been doing while Danilo's been throwing a righteous fit?
I I've been keeping an eye on Danilo because this probably is the first time in which I used my powers of bestowing mantles upon a god, and I know how devastating it is on mortals. So I'm kind of losing, trying to see how much of this is Danilo being Danilo and how much of it might be my fault.
Yes. And with the reaction of the Mantle of the Cinder King, Danilo, I will ask you as the MC, are you planning to kill Paul Bunyan right now?
Right now, the second,
Correct.
I'm acknowledging the possibility that I might have to do so in the future, but I am not intending further violence at this exact second.
Gain the condition Lost Purview, Wrath, as the mantle takes its toll. So I think this feels like the what was just an ephemeral crown on your head now weighs heavily on your brow. You feel the burning as it sears its way on your flesh and takes from you an intricate part of yourself and starts clenching down on your head, angered at the fact that it did not taste blood.
Anybody got some aspirin?
I think Davina looks at the thing on your head, it's just like, you're not usually one for opulence. Is that a god thing?
It's a thing from another god. And it's fucking headache's a killer.
Yeah, and I think in Zynga's the garden is now like pretty much charred, and she's her the fires in her hands die down, and she looks around and like, so we're not killing him now?
I guess.
You know-
are we like cool now?
Yeah, are we cool?
This dude's had a hard road.
I
Give him a day or two to figure it out.
do I have to go back with him?
Fuck
No.
that.
No.
Look, Davinia, your boyfriend is telling you lies, not because he wants to, but because he has been lied to. So maybe you can come with us, and we cannot promise that we will not share things that are not as much correct, but we can at least tell you everything that we know.
Sorry about me not being able to do voices. It was in Zynga's fire burning down and asking if they were not going to kill Paul Bunyan.
Oh, okay. But I'm not addressing her.
Oh, okay,
I want to talk with Davinia then.
I
And
think
Zinga is another. It's for Shanga.
and I think Davina just jumps off the stage, dusts off. Like, I've been promised a band. I don't do couch surfing. Where am I going to be staying?
You came to the right person to set up a band.
And she looks at the Danil's like, he can barely set up breakfast. Are you talking about you?
I'm talking about me. You know what I can do for you?
No, but let's walk and talk, or drive and talk, or whatever we do with this.
Now that's the spirit.
Yes, and does anyone want something else out of this scene before it ends?
I want some bear cavalry first.
What?
We were promised bear cavalry.
Fine. Later.
No bears. You get no bear. You're in LA. Find some different bears.
And also, you're like way too chill for that right now, so.
Yeah. So Luna had been trying to get a hold of most people, and only Atargathus was around to heed her calls, which means only the Syrian ocean goddess was there at the birth of Persephone. As you guys return, as I think, well, that depends. Echo, are you trying to go back to Capitol Tower yet? Or are you trying to bleed Narcissus and Sun Daddy for everything he's worth?
God damn it. I would like to have a scene with him. Yeah.
Yeah. So last I remember, you had exploded a mirror in his face.
It mostly in her face.
Okay.
He was just in the area.
Yeah, I think he is in this. He's in a bathroom washing his face off. But like as he takes the towel over the cuts from the glass on his face, it just heals as he wipes it off, and there is nothing underneath as he looks in the mirror. And I think for the first time, you can see either Luna's or Soul's eyes, or where the eyes would be. Soul has these two. They're like charred, empty pits where the inner fires of his eyes burn in his skull.
And I think as Echo like falls back and sort of crouches away from him, like he sees reflected in her eyes that same fire and glow that comes out of his now. She says, I'm sorry, I didn't know how else to find you, how else to get here.
You came to talk to me. One of Luna's children?
I came to deliver a message.
She wouldn't speak with me. What did you really come for?
It's been so long. This war, she says, has gone on for forever. And more of us just keep getting caught up in it. So I've talked to her. I've seen what she feels inside. She doesn't know how to end this war because she can't stop thinking about you. She can't stop loving you. The partnership that you had for so long. She can't stop thinking about the power.
I think you're keeping your cool to lie to this fucker to his face.
Fair. Oh, let's see. It's an 11.
Okay, so you get to ask a single question about the scene.
Does he have any emotion left for her?
Hate.
Is that all?
There is no love. The most you could feel or you would think of is like company acquaintanceship, like workers solidarity at best.
This is the worst of all ideas. I would like to try and work a miracle on him.
Oh, you can try. What you gonna do?
Well, I am the goddess of unrequited love, and I refuse to believe that there's not some spark left inside of him. I'm gonna fan that.
Oh, you bitch! Okay, so are you going to pick two things that go wrong, or do I pick one?
I'm curious to see what you'd pick.
Oh, you've oh, I know exactly. Your miracle, you can't make him love Luna. So you grasp onto the closest thing you can, Narcissus's love for herself, and drag it into Sol Invictus and push it towards Luna. This is now a reaction. When Sol admits or acts on his love to Luna, something will happen.
As she says, "Don't you remember? Don't you remember when the two of you made the choice to bind yourselves to each other?"
I do. I remember everything. And I remembered what happened to those who go behind her back. And he's going to spend one of the strings he has on you to reach through the mirror, grab you by the throat, and pull you out, and slam you against the mirror. Take one harm.
Ow.
You evil, duplicitous waif, going behind your mistress's back to try and, what, speak to the enemy? To get him on your side? What did you think I would do for her? What did you think I would do to her? What do you want?
Is he going to spin that other string? I'll answer honestly if he
Yeah.
does.
He'll tempt you. Yeah, I think he'll tempt you.
I want what you have.
I think he begin. The eyes narrow to embers of surprise and shock, and he drops you, lets you you clatter on the counter, clatter into the toilet, and just sort of fall on the ground, heaving as you can feel your throat open back up. It's odd that he somehow made you didn't need oxygen normally, but
She told me I could steal their power to stay around longer. But I thought if I could bind myself into her magic, I would never have to leave.
oh, the mirror wants to reflect the sun and moon. That's cute. It might be possible. I mean, she's not the first Luna after all.
Shock look.
Yeah, and I think that's when you start feeling like when everyone begins feeling the I think well Echo especially because she's always more physical when a new goddess of the Luna's Pantheon emerges, and I think that's when she becomes much more physical and attached to the real world as Persephone emerges into the world of y'all. Damn it, Chat. But he reaches down and picks you up and grins. And who were you planning to kill? Her or me? Both?
It seemed like you might be easier. Maybe I was wrong about that.
Oh, easier doesn't mean you'd succeed.
What happens now?
Honestly, you've amused me. I've not had anything like this happen in quite some time, and I've seen enough of the current movies. This is where I'm supposed to ramble and tell you my evil plan or something of that nature. But honestly, I prefer to see your evil plan unravel further. I mean, I've lived long enough. If I die, I'd like to see what you do with my power. You can go.
Echo's like, that was, wait, but what really? And then I think after like 5 seconds of nothing happening, she just like gets up, scrambles through the broken shards of glass, and runs.
And I think you feel a warmth of the sun on your back the entire time.
How comforting.
Yes. So everyone is going to return to, besides Atargathis, who was very nice and did what mommy wanted. Um, everyone else is basically like returning to the Luna equivalent of a darkened room, a cigarette being lit, and a tapped foot. So I'd like to think that this Pantheon arrives for trouble at the same time, and I'm going to push everyone into the same. Agaria's walking in with Davina at his side, going over the different band names that Danilo has probably been yelling over the entire time. Danilo coming behind, explaining why necrotic deathgasm is not as good as anthropophagus dead corpse kind of things.
And none of those are as good as cryptophagic necrogasm. Thank you very much.
None of them are. None of them are. And I think Shango has Nzinga's eyes closed as she's bringing her into the high off her ass as she's trying to be nice and see how long this one will last. And Echo pops out of a mirror, running and keeps running until she barrels into Shango, knocking the hands off Nzinga's eyes. And she looks around, like,
Ow!
and
Okay, what the fuck was that?
Sorry, I just wasn't looking.
Oh, where have you been?
And everyone, Echo looks pretty suntanned right now, especially compared to her usual pale complexion.
You look good.
You don't look dead.
Thanks, Danilo.
That wasn't a compliment.
Yeah, I noticed.
Okay, I'm pretty sure mine was a compliment.
I liked you better when you looked dead.
Just turning her back on Danilo and offering, seeing if Shango will give her a hand up.
Roll to turn someone on by comparing them to a corpse. I kid.
Okay.
No, don't do it. Don't.
You say it and it
my
becomes
words.
law.
That is a 6 and what is it? Hot for turn on?
That's a flat 6.
Okay, so
Good.
I failed.
I see why.
What are my consequences?
Let's resolve that first.
Yeah. I think Davina has stopped. Is comparing notes for her band. She looks at Danilo looking Kagami up and down, and I think she kind of sees through Kagami, can't really parse it. It's just like, well, are you practicing on invisible people now?
Heavy hangs the cred with the crown, or whatever the fuck that was. So, yeah, look, you went to school. You know the shit better than I do.
I didn't really memorize the words of dead white men. I prefer Metallica.
So you prefer the words of live white men?
At least then I can tell them they're fucking wrong.
This is why we're friends. That right there. That is why we're friends. This is why I love you. In a totally platonic, non-sexual way, I adore you. You say shit like that and it reminds me, that's why I love Davina. Right there.
Miss Echo stands up next
I'm
to
helping Echo
Shango.
up, yeah.
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 She just leans in and not at all whispering says, "Do you hear some annoying fucked up fly or something? It's like this place is infested with stupid insects."
No,
Are you shutting down Davina?
No, Danilo.
yeah.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah.
Let's see that one. Cool. 6 plus 1, 7.
You get to make the choice, Patrick.
So Danilo gets to give me a condition, but I think in exchange, she just like glances over her shoulder at Danilo, and he gets this like full flash of that like burning sunlight going across her eyes. As I'm going to use my threatening whispers, and you take -1 forward from fear, dismay, or hesitation.
And now give her a condition.
All right. So first of all, where do I note the -1 forward, and how do I get rid of that? Is that a condition?
It's just the next roll you make takes -1 to it. It's instead of like a +1 forward.
Okay. Well, I was thinking about doing something like really super shady, but instead I think I'm going to give you the condition turn to Danilo on.
That would be a condition you would have. It sounds more
Okay.
like
All right, I'll go ahead and do shady. Irrelevant. There's your condition.
I'm just trying to think if there's something in that other one. If you'd rather go
Because
that direction.
you shutting him down is like, oh snap.
I was thinking more like gothy or like vampy, like making her. She seems like that kind of bitchy attractive, if that makes sense. I mean, if you want to do irrelevant, that's fine. I mean, poor Echo.
Fair.
Yeah, let's just go with irrelevant instead of trying to figure it out.
Ouch.
Like, Echo, you don't have to be a fucking bitch about it. Like, I get.
And I think Nzinga looks like... I think she does need to be a fucking bitch about it. He opened his mouth, and like usual, something stupid came out of it. The woman over there said she wasn't even here.
I was trying to pay
I'm
her a
Nzinga.
compliment.
Who are you? As she barrels through Danilo's compliment spiel and holds out her hand to Echo.
Echo will like turn her back on Shango because Shango said one bad thing, so she's just immediately turning on her. Goes over to Nzinga. It's like, let me show you where the drinks are.
And I think there's this you guys are in like low light, and there's this sudden brightness of silver as Luna rises from her chair. She's in one of those cheap, or not cheap, but like see-through mourning veils, and she's looking at everyone. It's like, where were all of you? I called for you earlier in the day, and only one of you had the guts and the sense to answer.
You're my fucking mom.
Also, we are kind of busy dying, bleeding on the floor, which was probably your doing, just saying. So you are the last person to pull out the caretaker move.
Okay, let's have it your way. You're all busy dying, bleeding. I'm not your mother. I've just given you nigh limitless power, and except for Echo, who things kind of went wrong, fans and complete world domination at your fingertips. But I'm just some unimaginative, angry bitch who's controlling your lives and making you all just the worst because I don't want you to destroy the fucking world trying to impress it.
I'm not trying to impress the world. I'm trying to bring justice to it when you left it alone for so long.
And that won't impress it? That won't impress them that some act of divine power decided what justice was suddenly? You have the audacity to rewrite a definition under your aegis and say that's not going to impress the world?
I'm trying to impress it.
Whatever. I've got a headache. I'm going to go sit in a dark room.
Do what you want. I will not be contacting you for performances anymore. If you want to keep up your fan base, if you want to keep up your power, you will do what you need. Otherwise, you can languish. And I think Nzinga is sort of shocked at this and is about to speak, and it's like, you can come with me. I think I can have use of you. Does Shango allow this?
Hell no. Absolutely not. She like reaches out and grabs Zinga's head. It's like, I am the reason you're here. And I can make you or break you.
I think Echo has a hand on Nzinga's other arm, and she's saying, "You're the reason you're here. Forget that bitch."
And I think Luna... Do you say that loud enough for Luna to hear?
Yeah.
Okay, first, you've insulted Moon Mother. Get rid of the enraged condition finally, because you stood up to the ultimate bad. And I think Luna just...
To be clear, the she there was pointing at Shango, who's pulling on her other arm.
Oh. I still think you're getting rid of enraged. You're just picking on your teammate then. Then yeah. I want to see this fight. And Zinga's looking up at Kagami, and I mean, Kagami looks really hot. I mean, kind of feels hot too, both physically and literally. I mean, literally and figuratively. Wow.
Shango, you were moving against her first. So if you wanna do something to try and convince her first.
Oh, I don't have to convince her. I just need to deal with you.
I love this.
She like looks around and Zinga like, this is not even like involving her anymore. It's like, what the fuck did you just say to me? What the fuck even are you?
I've been here longer than you. I know more about what's going on than you.
Then
And
where
I
are
have
your
more to
plans?
offer.
Really? Because according to me and according to the world, you're fucking nothing.
Can Shango be using the irrelevant?
Yeah, I think she
Condition?
definitely is.
I think she's shutting her down using the irrelevant condition. Yes.
I think that's exactly what happened.
Oh, this...
Mighty bold words for someone in lightning range. That's great. It's great. That's awful.
What did you get?
It's 5 on the dice. Shut someone down as... Yeah, no, this is not great. It's a 5 straight.
Yeah, I think Nzinga realizes that, she is here because of Shango, and Echo and Shango have this thing going on. So she extricates herself from this situation, goes to get to the side, and you see Luna's hand land on her shoulder. The veil falls over her, and she is whisked away.
Just shit-eating grin at Shango as it happens.
Do you want to throw hands? Because I will fucking throw hands. No, right here, right now, I'm serious.
What the fuck do you think you even have to offer here? You're just, following Danilo around and burning things that he says it's okay to burn?
Nobody tells me what to do. Danilo doesn't fucking tell me what to do.
Wow, then you should probably stop doing what he says.
And she's gonna reach out and grab her by like the scruff of whatever the fuck she's... And it's like, I do what I want when I want because I fucking want to. Trust me on that.
Seems like someone is making... Are you shutting her down, Echo, or is Shango maybe going to throw Echo to the ground?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that second one.
Roll volatile.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm gonna cry.
Oh no!
Did you get 2 1s? Oh.
No, it's a little bit more insulting because it's a 1 and a 2. Still a 5.
Yeah. No, okay. Echo, you are going to take 1 harm, but Shango, this is bullshit. Everything today is complete and utter bullshit, and you're tired of it, and you're in your darkest self.
Yep. Cool. Give me 1 second, Rudy, to mark those 2 XP that I also.
Do you want me to read out the dragon's darkest self?
Yes, please.
Let me get to it.
I'll take that advancement one.
They don't like you, not the real you. So push them away. Push everyone away because you have to test them to see if they truly need you. Those that fall away weren't worth it anyway. Keep grinding away at relationships until you permanently wreck one that really mattered to you, or someone admits they like something about you in a heartfelt way, which doesn't seem like it's going to happen right now.
You know who I am? I'm someone who has a plan for the future. I'm someone who's going to be around in 3 years, whereas you'll just be fucking dust.
Honestly, I'd rather be dust and be fucking you right now. And she turns and leaves.
I think this is a good point for our first break.
Everything's going so
I have-
well.
One question before we do.
Yes.
So you admitted that Paul Bunyan was afraid of me, correct?
Yes.
So I'm no longer in my darkest self.
Correct.
Okay. Just wanted to double check that.
And Shango's no longer having a -1 to keep her cool. Yay! Yeah, let's be back.
It only took like 3 sessions longer.
It took 2 the 3rd session, please. And we will be back at 5 after the hour. See you guys then.
Back, by the way.
Oh, yay. Yes, and now we have to get Agaria to do some wing manning because things are spiraling. And it's not Danilo's fault for once. This is weird.
I would just like to point out that so far in this session, Danilo has made the best decisions.
I know. Who are you and what you've done with Puckett?
That's a very good question. Ask me when I figured it out.
Changeling.
I gotta say though, I'm really kind of sad that Patrick was the only one who saw that garden pun, or at least reacted to it. That was just, I'm, come on, that was good. That was good ass shit there in chat. That's the kind of quality content that needs to be preserved.
Everybody appreciates a good vegetable-based pun.
I scrolled up for that. Wow.
See, that's even funnier now.
Okay, Danilo, just the reaction of the Cinder Mantle has killed him. Thanks for playing. Rocks fall, everyone dies. It's named Danilo. So, but I would say, Agaria, you've been pretty silent with all this going on. You stood up to Luna, as usual. But what's going on in Agaria's world?
I think Idris mixed feelings about Echo, and is probably trying to decide how they feel about Echo. But at the same point, they are trying to, now that Mooney is kind of on the edge, yeah, maybe she's thinking, maybe I can actually get straight answers from this. And especially, there's one thing that she said that cannot get out of Ijiri's mind, that she gave us these powers. Because the Ijiri no longer believes that. Because the miracles are too costly. The price is too high. And honestly, they are paying as much with Luna or without Luna involvement. So that's what is going on in Ijiri's mind, that she's really not giving us anything.
Yeah, so, you've been very good at it. Do you want to gaze into the abyss about Luna as Luna is using her powers? Maybe stare into the silver light and try to parse what's going on?
Oh, yes. And I have 7, 9. I still have it, right? Oh, no, I sold it. Yeah, I don't have string on Luna. So
He's
I'm
also
going to...
ongoing though.
Hmm?
He still has, or they still have the +1 ongoing.
Yes.
Oh, yes, that's true. So that's
Yeah.
it then.
Yeah. And so I was like, you got a 9. I was like, wait, why do you need a string? You have the +1. But, so yeah, I think just because we need a callback, I think you see lovely Pasiphaea's face as she's walking down this dark path towards the moon well of or the well of shadows, and you dart in front of her as she's taking her time, making sure not to make anything awry, Danilo and Shango, and but you feel like you get to the well, and as you feel the power of the well, it's like you start parsing that Luna is maybe like a well. She is filled with power. She can draw that power out. But once you throw water onto the ground, there's no putting it back in the well easily. And there has to be a source from this water.
I guess I'm going to confront her on that.
Oh dear. You going to the 13th floor right away?
I think I want to talk with the others before. I think I want to share this.
Oh goody. And I think like you come back and Davina's like right in your face, like looking at your mask, like the camera sees a reflection. Hey, 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 we were talking about bands. You just kind of
I'm sorry, Luna tends to get under my skin. And yeah, I was actually thinking exactly about bands, I cannot get the feeling that what I do and she does is very similar. We just tap from the ground talent, things that are still there, and it comes springing out. But, just because you can build a well and take it out, that does not mean it's the only way that water can come pouring. I'm sorry, I'm not making any sense. This is God talk.
Oh, I thought you were just high.
No, not yet.
Well, call me when the highness starts, because it's when she looks at Danilo, it's been a day.
Yeah. So, I think we cannot let Luna get away with throwing this in her face that she made us gods. She tapped into underground river that feed us, but we could grow our own roots. There could be springs. It's true, she dug the hole and got us out, but she only did that. She only did the digging. We don't own her more than anyone else, really.
Oh God, damn it! Don't leave the area.
You're having a conversation essentially with yourself.
Yeah, I think as you're having this conversation, you see them all heading on their own directions. And I was like, which one do you follow? Having this conversation, sort of, I guess, maybe at them more than with them.
I think I am actually going to go more for Danilo.
So yes, Danilo, you hear the entire conversation of Luna not maybe having abilities to tap into power, but not being the source of it. What do you do?
I'm sitting in a dark room because I've got a headache. This crown is a motherfucker.
So you're going to ignore the conversation that was had on the way to your room and just sit there?
But I walked out on Luna. This shit's all happening when I've been sitting in my room trying to get rid of this headache.
We stated narratively that Agaria was following Danilo.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're retconning things a bit.
Yeah.
I'm not ignoring it. I just have a splitting headache. And so I'm, yeah. Look, Agaria, so let's be blunt. You're smarter than me, right? We both know this. We can admit this, right?
I give good advice. That's the problem. I am smart to that point, but I still need you to do the work. It's not like you can just delegate thinking entirely to me. I give you advice. You are supposed to make a call based on that. I'm not a leader.
No. Agaria, you're missing my point here. We both know that you're smarter than I am, right? I mean, sure, maybe I know more about how to survive when you're homeless, but in terms of thinking things through and planning things, and it's okay, you can be honest. You're smarter than me, right?
I'm smart enough to know that there are different types of intelligence, and IQ is a white colonizer
Jesus
bullshit.
Christ. For someone so smart,
you are as smart as me. You're just smart on different things. This is what you need to get. I can tell you the things I'm smarter at, but you are supposed to bring the cunning, you can call it, the street smarts.
Agaria, what I'm trying to say is that you are on some seriously metaphysical shit here with your wells and your water, and there's more than one way to get water than a well, and you can spill the water on the ground, but you can't easily get it back into the well and all this other shit. This is so far over my head that I might as well be drowning in the well that you're apparently not pulling water out of, because there's another way to get the water out of it. Do you see my point here? Like, I'm not trying to say that. I mean, you're more book smart than I am. I mean, yeah, I can tell you how to boost a car, but
Well, but you know bullshit,
intelligence.
right?
And I get all that.
You know bullshit, right?
I know bullshit. I can tell bullshit. Most of what Luna has said to us is bullshit.
Yes. And you know that everything that she said is bullshit. We knew that. We know that for a while now.
Yeah.
What I'm saying with this is I don't understand even the details myself. So I can relate with you. The thing is that I'm saying is what she did for us, what we think that she did for us, what she keeps throwing on our face that she did for us. I'm telling you, her actions are also bullshit.
So basically, what you're saying is that she's just like several stacks of bullshit stacked on top of each other with a veil on it.
I'm saying she's an entire tower of manure.
Okay. So, what do we do?
Well, not trying to lose myself in the metaphors again, because that's not helping anyone. She cannot really lash out at us because the power is not her. She cannot take our powers away either, because honestly, I think she will have already done it. But what she can keep doing...
I mean, she should have already done it.
Yeah, right. What she can do is keep pulling more and more water under the well. So the thing that we need to do is to not get other people drink of this poisoned water. And by poisoned water, I'm saying the water, the powers, after she touched it and filled it with her bullshit. So we cannot stop her from pulling more water off the well. And it's the only thing that she has on the courses, especially if she loses control of Fekush. Honestly, I don't know what is going on with Fekush.
So, poison the well?
No.
Oh,
that is what she's
that's
doing.
A pretty good band name.
That would be a great name. What we need to do is, again, control what she does with the water that she pulls, the kind of people that she recruits. Because I don't think she's going to go for anarchists, syndicalists, communists, fuck the man people.
You think
now.
She's gonna fucking give power to cops, don't you?
Yeah, she's just going go now, getting the well, poison it, and feeding that dirty mess of power and lies into the mouth of cops and narcs and whatever.
Power, corruption, and lies.
Yeah, because power does not corrupt. Power shows who you are really, because you don't have any reason to restrain it. And we already fuck up and we have good intentions. Now imagine if she starts to give it to people that won't stand in our way, what they can do.
Fuck.
Yeah. She might take enough water to flood the entire world.
Aw, you're paranoid. That's so cute. So yeah, I think like Danilo's long gone out fuck is like the last bit of the comic page panel that we see. And does anyone want to hard frame a scene, or are they okay with a bit of a time skip? Yeah, I think that in a week, the TV, well, the media has had a frenzy with everyone. The fires in Yellowstone have been put out recently. That was not a good image for y'all. The fires set on the protesters was not a good image. I think there was at the beginning there was mothers against Danilo, legally different than mothers against drunk drivers, and I think Siobhan has actually started a league called the Anti-Theists, who they believe in the gods. They can't not believe in you. They don't believe that you deserve your powers. And I think they have a few recurrence savants, scholars, whatever you want to call them, working for them to try and find ways to purge this power and maybe give it to different people. I think only Siobhan is the mouthiest because she's the only one that has like a personal vendetta against any of these gods. And I think Luna has really stopped being your manager for the most part. So you guys are having to manage your fame. And I think I'm going to ask you guys, starting with Danilo, have you hired a manager?
I've been sitting in a dark room because that headache keeps getting worse. So basically what I've been doing is sitting in a dark room on a, for lack of a better word, throne made of cinders with a headache that just will not stop and keeps getting worse. So the answer to your question about hiring a manager is no, but I haven't really been doing anything.
Interesting. Echo, did a manager even return your calls?
No, but I do think she's been trying desperately to like subvert and steal performances, not necessarily from other people, but just like bands that are up. She's trying over and over again to hold a performance that actually sticks.
Shango, did you hire a manager?
I think Shango for like a couple has been moping for the most part for a while. Has not taken the time to hire a manager, but has made some really sad phone calls to venues and then just like backed out of it.
Oh, and Agaria, you're smart. Have you gotten a manager?
I think I'm probably working with a manager, not for me, but for the Venus group.
That's very good. But yeah, Danilo, you wanted to hard frame a scene? Because I was going to throw you guys at different media venues, but I want to see what you wanted to frame.
This might be a little more... There's a knock at Shango's door, and it's one of my gang members asking if you can come see me.
The door's been locked for like 4 days. And you just hear, fuck off!
It's Danilo. He needs to talk to you.
Why the fuck does he need me?
Because you're the only one who he thinks is going to understand.
But after like a minute, the door opens. Yeah, what the fuck does he want?
Can you come with me? You need to see him.
Fine.
And Minion takes you to Danilo's room, and it's just pitch black in there. Like there's no light, no embers, nothing. absolute blackness in there. And you hear coming out of the darkness, Shango?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. I would have come to get you, but, well, you'll probably understand why in a second. I need your help.
Quit with all the mopey bullshit. Just tell me why you need me.
Jack, turn on the dim light. And a light clicks on. And it's like there's no light at all. And you still hear a grunt of pain. And as you get closer, you can see blood streaming down Danilo's face.
Okay, what the fuck have you been doing?
I haven't been doing anything.
Sure.
This isn't something. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, if you didn't do this, who the fuck did it to you? And why the fuck should I care?
Because out of everybody here, you're the only person that I really give a shit about. And that doesn't mean you have to give a shit about me. But you're the only person that I felt like I could ask for help.
Does that take me out of my darkest self?
Yeah, that does seem heartfelt.
And you realize that not only does it look like there are tears of blood on his face, but Danilo's eyes are completely just jet black, like the kind of black you see in a cave that's a mile under the planet's surface. He says,
Nope.
Shango,
Yeah.
I can't see.
Wait, the fuck?
I can't see. That's why I'm here. That's why I sent somebody to you.
Okay. Who the fuck did this to you?
I don't know. It started with that headache. And the headache has just kept getting worse and worse. And I can't make out shapes. I can see light. And that's it. And any light at all gets through this. And it's like somebody just hammering an ice pick into my skull.
Okay, this has been nice. Let's throw a wrench in that. The crown of cinders, or the mantle of cinders, just wants the death of divinity. It doesn't care about folk hero or god. And you have a prime source of divine power standing right in front of you. You can suddenly see Shango and every weak point on her body. And the crown is tempting you. Maybe taste some of her power. Get yours back.
Shit. I think it's the fucking crown.
What?
I can't help
Okay, just
my sight just came back and I see every weak point on your body. It's gotta be the crown.
okay, that doesn't make any sense. And it's fine. I'll just go find the others and we'll figure this out and we'll fix whatever the fuck. It's probably Paul Bunyan and Dark Handle and that sort. Okay. I got this, okay?
Thank you. Do you know that You may be shocked that I actually know those two words in that order, but thank you.
I'm not, honestly. She does turn to leave. Totally opening herself to
Yeah.
that, if that is a thing.
Fuck no. Are you kidding me? Danilo actually likes Shango. Echo is a different story. Echo would be fucking bleeding, but
Yeah.
I mean, who?
So yeah, Shango, are you going to go and get? Who are you going to go get? I mean,
Echiria's the smart one.
yes, but I mean, Ajiri is the one who made this crown. You were there when that happened. Maybe the new girl Persephone or Atargatis, or I mean, Echo's a good person.
Literally fuck Echo and everything she's up to.
I mean,
This feels like some underworld shit, so Persephone might be a good place to start.
you go up to the 8th floor where Persephone's taken over. You
Wait, the 8th floor? Not the basement?
of course not. She's out of the underworld. She's going to live the high life.
Well, shouldn't she be on the 7th floor then? The 7-5 split?
Atargatis has the 7th floor.
He has notes.
Jeez. I think it is like this very vegetative. There's like a wreath outside, but it has like little pomegranates instead of mistletoes. And you knock on the door, and then there's a sort of like this not unconcerned, but almost ephemeral voice of just, who's there?
Okay, I'm really fucking sorry or something that I wasn't there for your first show. Hi, it's me, Shango.
And the door opens, and I think our wonderful Ludo provided us with a picture of Persephone already.
Yeah.
And I think she does have that, like, I think there's just like a lot of majesty in her outfit. It looks like there's a lot more fabric hanging off of her than covering her up. But it's more like the illusion of clothing than the illusion of nudity in a way. And she's holding this obscenely large pumpkin, which like looks almost like two basketballs in her hands. And she smiles and shakes her head. It's okay. I mean, is it normal that people would be at the first performance? I mean, besides the fans.
Let's just say we were busy making some really interesting choices in our lives.
Well, I mean, you guys have divinity and a limited time to use it. I mean, I wouldn't want to be at every concert we do unless I'm performing.
It's fair. I like how you think. This fucking sucks. So, did Luna give you her whole bullshit spiel about how we're family and shit?
She told me that a few of us are having differences of opinions and to be careful.
Honestly, that's not untrue.
Well, that's weird. She said you'd be telling me that she was lying or trying to deceive me or...
Of course she fucking would. Of course she fucking would.
I mean, she said it more flowery, like, they shall eclipse all your options, and before you the darkness shall drown. I mean,
Oh my,
like,
blah, blah, blah.
like I stopped reading Tolkien before school, so I mean, yeah.
No, she's right in one way. We all have our own stupid bullshit going on, but we are all stuck with the same nonsense deal of only being here for 2 years. honestly, some of us have less time than that, even now, which is why I am here. I need your help.
Oh, so you found the folk hero you're going to kill then?
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, you were talking about having only, the 2 years. Luna explained to me that there's this other guy, Sol Invictus, and that if we end his reign, we won't have to die.
No, she did not tell me that.
Oh, so she didn't lead you in the ritual?
No.
But you brought me my sacrifice.
And what?
Inba of Matanga and Dodongo?
Okay, what the fuck did you do?
And she smiles, again, winsome and polite. I ate her fucking heart.
You what?
I took the other god, well, the folk hero, they're not even gods like us. Luna taught me what to say, and I'm not going to die now. I didn't plan to die.
You have been led astray. But not by me. God fucking damn it, I liked you. And then she's gonna lash out. Because honestly, I'm like, oh, what good thing. Great. That's 12.
Are you using fire or lightning?
Oh, yeah, no. She's literally like covering her mouth doing the fuck. And like it turns into anger. She's just like breathes fire.
Yeah, so I think
Oh,
Persephone.
there's that fucking garden ablaze and kill the shit out of her. Cause fuck that bitch, man.
Yeah, so. Oh God, this has turned out exactly as I wanted to. It is. So yep, the.
Hard to manipulate.
I will say that she does have some mirrors in her room if anyone wants to be watching.
Yeah, I was trying to decide if I would show up and interfere, but I think watching is a good secondary if Shango's not in immediate danger.
Yeah, and so yeah, Persephone goes flying. The pumpkin shatters into just charred pieces of vegetable. Persephone lands as gracefully as she can with less clothing now that a lot of it has been burned off of her. And she places her hand down. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ! Or whatever we are. Luna said that'd get under your skin, but damn! I was kidding!
So at that, I would like to step out of one of these mirrors here behind Persephone and basically wrap my arms around her, try and hold her in place, and say, I don't think she was done talking to you yet.
Oh dear. Are you lashing out physically or like keeping your cool to try and hold her steady?
I think keeping her cool. I have a feeling that in this state, like, kill stealing might just piss Shango off more. Let's see. You, also you. 8.
Okay. You can hold her steady, but whatever damage Shango does to Persephone, she'll deal to you.
Fair.
Yeah, I think Persephone. pull one arm around her throat, grab both her arms behind her, and hold her steady. And Persephone's shaking. He's like, she's not really dead. For fuck's sake, I have gallows humor. Goddess of the underworld.
She gets in like a couple war punches. Like, I'm about to lose the best thing in my life and the second best thing in my life. Don't fucking do that.
Luna said it'd be funny. She lied.
It's just like 2 quick ones.
Yeah, she was real wrong.
I think Persephone like spits out a tooth, but like this other one's already grown back due to the godly power. And you don't know if she's just trying to be dramatic or whatnot. It's just, oh, fucking she told me, okay, real? We're going to keep it real?
Are you not going to be a fucking bitch?
If we're keeping it real, probably am.
I appreciate the honesty, but yeah, whatever.
Luna gave me lots of power and immediately wanted me to kill Nzinga, I believe is how you pronounce her name. Seemed a bit shady. Like the shade the moon casts on the earth. So I put Nzinga in my realm that I knew I had once this entire shit happened and killed a fake one. Luna seemed happy. Everyone seemed happy. I wanted to know why we were supposed to kill them and live forever and why she didn't let us live forever to begin with.
That seems like some convenient bullshit without a lot of proof.
Yeah.
Luna told me it would be hilarious if I told you that she was dead.
Yeah, we both believe that. It's the other part we're having a hard time with.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, is she that much of a cunt?
Yes.
Oh, is there a way to quit this gig?
No.
One.
I take it it's not breaking a contract, is it, stranger who has me held up?
It's way more permanent than all that.
I didn't even see a contract. I didn't sign anything. I'm just trapped in this mess. I have someone in my psychopomp's garden.
It's less signing a contract and more having a bomb strapped to your chest.
Everything is really fucked up right now, isn't it?
Yeah. Cat knows.
Persephone looks down like, are you planning on killing me, or are we past that now?
Isn't thing okay? Like, don't fucking lie to me.
I think so. I tried to get her back, but it seems normal people stay where I put them. I didn't
She's
plan
in the
on a
underworld
full
now.
hero to
But
move.
Oh, she's stuck in the underworld now.
you're useless. Echo's gonna like sort of let her go and toss her forward a little bit and go over and like hold her hand on one of the mirrors and like to try and gaze into the abyss.
Yay! So yeah, Echo comes up when you
Well, we'll see if this goes off right, but I don't know. That might be enough to push me out of irrelevant. Hello, yes, I hear
Yeah.
you.
You have one use.
That's 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you see the general artistic description of Greek Hades. Hello, cat. And the cyclopean arching caverns, the large stalactites that meet the ground and form pillars, the huge Cerberus dog, obvious analogs to the Dante's Inferno kind of bullshit that was pulled from. And you're smart enough to realize that, yeah, Hades isn't supposed to be on fire. There's a definite part of it that is. And you can definitely tell which direction it's going in.
She's telling the truth. And Nzinga seems angry, but certainly functional.
Yep. Okay, it sounds like her. Okay. All right, cool. It's one of my two problems dealt with.
Yeah, you didn't come here to hear that, I guess?
No. What was your first fucking clue?
The way you reacted?
At least you have two brain cells to rub together.
Oh, compliments now. We're getting along so much more famously.
I'm trying really hard not to be mad at both of you. But okay. So Danilo's in a state. And I don't know,
Isn't he usually?
like the opposite of normal, which is worrying to me. Because that means if I do shit, I can't peg it on him.
Who's Danilo?
Look, this conversation's going to take a real long time if we keep having to explain everything to you, new girl.
Yeah, sorry.
Do you just want to take me to where we're going?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to really appreciate multiple of us being there together, maybe in pairs or something.
In pairs? Is this like a Mr. Bad Touch situation or something?
Let's just say he might have implied that he wanted to kill me. And that's not normal for him.
So, don't you think maybe you should take a little backup?
Imagine that instead of one god to kill, he now has 3 gods to kill.
Can I ask a question first?
No.
Yes. Don't be an asshole, Echo.
Is murder the answer to everything in this group? I don't like this silence.
It's helped. But in this case, it's not. I don't think. No, it's not.
Look, Shango, you go in there again, and he's hungry and he loses his mind. Guess what? 100% chance it's you. 3 of us go in. At least you got a 30% chance.
Sorry, new girl. All right. Yeah. This is gonna end wonderfully. Fuck.
I haven't agreed to anything.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, you definitely agreed to this. Good.
I'm glad you.
Then as soon as I help you take care of Danilo, I have something I need your help with.
Okay, you gotta tell me straight up. Because I have agreed to too much shit in the last couple weeks.
Fucking up the cycle, breaking the wheel, killing the sun?
Am I in a fucking video game? What has happened to my life?
What did I say about questions?
Put a pin in that. We'll come back to that.
Step at a time?
Yeah, okay. You also gotta promise me that you're not gonna like flip out on anybody else.
Why are you gonna promise that?
Absolutely not. But you've been like a mega bitch for the last like week.
I I haven't been on a property destroying murder rampage.
Okay, if you're destroying property that's already yours, it's fine. It was Danilo's garden and he gave me the okay.
Interesting stance to say that you own people.
Oh, I was specifically talking about the garden, but like, and like I killed 4 people. Fine. And they were all death squad members. And there was minimal casualties on my part, I promise.
Isn't that when that dude burned down the museum?
I did not do that.
That's why I said the dude. Are we meeting the dude who burned down Brazil's best museum?
Oh, please don't call him a dude.
What?
yeah.
Oh.
He's really
Got you to answer
cool.
your question, haha.
He's really cool, I promise.
Let's just do this before you have to kill me to get me down there.
All right.
What is Agaria doing during this wonderful misunderstanding?
Oh, I think she's probably on the phone with Divina, seeing how things are doing with the band. What name did they pick?
Oh. Bucket, what was it again?
Oh, you mean the band name that I've been reserving for my own death metal band if I ever get it started? That'd be Cryptophagic Necrogasm.
She went with cryptophagic necrogasm.
Oh God! I already know what the edgelords call it.
Her fans are necromantics.
They are cryptonecros.
And I have a question though. Are you using your performances through Divina?
Not yet, unless she really asks for it. Because I'm not being very forthcoming on that.
That's what I think this conversation might be about then. That she's not even really underground yet. She's like underground. She wants to make a big splash, and really she's willing to do pretty much anything to do that.
Look, Davinia, there is one condition. If you're gonna get, there is another person which I promised and I broke it. And if I'm gonna give to your band, she has to be part of it. You need to get Aurea on. And you might even realize that you don't need the powers once you get it.
And she's I will assume she knows who this is. And she will,
She does.
Yeah.
She does.
She'll be a bit confused, like, well, I can see if she wants to play. Should I drop your name to get her on board?
No, don't drop my name. Then she'll just say no out of spite, even if she really wants it. Get your manager, be worth every single dollar that I pay them, because they so far have been an overpriced at nothing, and have them work their ass on love bombing Aurea, which will not work it, but at least will soften her when you actually talk with her, metalhead to metalhead.
Okay, I'll give it a try. And I mean, I think part of it comes from being attached to the gods' names, the Pantheon's name. They expect so much when they don't get that same head rush. It's just kind of a disappointment to a lot of them. And of course, with all that bullshit going down, MAD and the anti-theists and just all that, you guys are getting really bad publicity lately.
That thing does not exist. You know, if you're not fighting against the movement, if what you're doing does not matter, you don't get repression. That the man is so mad about us proves that whatever we are doing, all fuck ups and all, it's doing something and we are on the right path. So I welcome that.
It's either that or none of you are very self-aware, so I really hope you're right.
Well, we are not very self aware. That is true.
And you hear, like, you can hear her poker face breaking on the phone, and she goes silent for a little bit. It's like, I trust you to do what you've said, and I mean, we have a show tonight, and maybe one or more of you could show up. I mean, it's been a while since Danilo actually has done a show.
It's true. I'll drop him a line to see if he wants to show, but at least I'll be backstage to congratulate you. And I who knows, maybe I can join you on stage on the background. I don't want to take your spotlight. After all, it's your show. I don't want it to be stolen by me.
Oh, how considerate.
Hey, that's what I do.
You are so evil. So, are you going to go see Danilo now that Davina is going to be performing tonight?
Not really, because Egeria is still a worm. So her reaction to Danilo's stock value dropping is to no longer see him as a treasure, as she saw. And, she already gave the mantle that, as far as she's concerned, that was what she could give to him. So it's not, she probably peaked already. So she's like, well, he'll get out of mopping. And if he needs something, he'll call. They always call when they need something. And so, yes, so she just calls Danilo on the phone to see if he pickets. It's not bother showing up personally.
Oh, the shade. So, Danilo, do you answer a phone?
Jack answers.
Hey, Jack, how's Danilo doing?
He's here.
Davinia has been working really hard. She has assembled quite a great band. He was right. She has a lot of potential. And if we get the right
we
people,
always knew she'd make good of her on herself. She's smart.
yeah,
Very talented.
and I think it's important for her friends to be supportive of her at this moment. I'm going to drop by to see how her people are doing and help how I can. But I figured out that Danilo will probably want to do that himself. He'll probably blame himself as she misses this great moment for her friend. Just try to nudge him to come.
I can guarantee you that at least the road crew will be there. And if he can't make it, I will make sure to
Just record some bootleg at least so that he can review later.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can get him like at the very least recording like some well wishes or maybe some backing vocals. You get any of her songs that she could you could send over?
Oh, sure. I'm gonna drop them by.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, let me know when you're coming down, and I'll meet you at the door. Might be better.
Everything is kind of digitally, so I'm gonna have to send to the fax printer on the building, so we can just mix by there or on the way there.
Yeah. You don't have any like tapes? Like
Not in the apartment, no.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll figure something out. This will work.
Okay, see you around.
Thanks. Talk to you in a bit. That was close.
Or did Agaria get exactly what she wanted? We'll see.
No.
Hey, if Vagaria came to visit, probably would have been a not quite as good outcome.
You say that.
Spoiler alert, it would be.
Okay, it would. But yeah, are there 3 people heading to Danila's room? And I think besides Shango, have you taken damage?
No.
You're the only healthy fucking person in the group. But at least Echo is no longer irreverent from throwing that in Persephone's face.
Yeah, take that, bitch.
So yeah, Danilo, after this lovely phone call to distract you with Jack's voice, there is a knock at the door.
Jack
So,
opens it and pokes his head out.
okay.
There's fucking 3 of you now?
I thought it would be safer. Actually, she thought it would be safer, pointing to Echo.
Who?
Yeah, and I think
Okay.
Persephone's standing right in front of Echo, and Persephone's dressed nicely. So Echo who?
All right. Well, I guess, sure. Both of you can come in.
I hold open the door a little bit longer.
Thank you.
Also, both of you need to get out.
He's still where he was when you were here a few minutes ago.
Hi, how are you doing?
It's only been 15, 20 minutes, so...
Is it getting worse? Fucking asshole.
It is always getting worse.
Yeah.
But why do I see 3 things now that the crown's telling me are, well, edible?
This doesn't seem safe. This seems very opposite of safe.
So this is Persephone. She's like an underworld god or something.
Hey, Persephone, sorry about the darkness, but if you're an underworld god, I guess you're used to it.
Sure.
I thought she might be able to help because this seems like some dark ass shit.
Shango, I love you.
You're gonna
You
call
always
me
have
an
the best.
right now,
You have. You think so much farther ahead than I do.
Okay,
Hey.
you're right. What the fuck's wrong with him?
Yeah.
I thought you said he was going to be eating us.
I'd like to roll to keep my cool.
There we go.
I was waiting for that.
Fair.
I mean, with Shango, that was one thing. But with 3 gods... Oh, that's a
This
natural
is exactly
10.
what I said.
That's 10. And keeping my cool is done with what? Cold?
Cold, so you
Yeah.
got a 12.
Yep. So I have kept my cool.
So yeah, you get to ask a question about the situation.
Why the fuck am I blind?
Because the crown only wants you to focus on what's important, and the crown thinks what's important is expanding your powers. Plus, a god with only half a purview is not kind of half a god.
Oh, and by the way, that's actually an 11 because I had that -1 from...
Oh, yes.
So, it doesn't affect the roll, but at least I got that out.
Neither here nor there.
So
I'm
yeah,
helping
I'm
now.
cool, and I am not eating Echo for anything yet. Hmm.
Think Persephone is sort of squinting in the darkness, and then after a while, like to anyone who can see in this low light, like her eyes actually progress to being able to see in this much darkness. And she walks up to Danilo and reaches out to just feel the heat from the very angry crown of cinders. This doesn't seem natural at all.
Yeah, it's well, it was kind of formed out of volcanic ash at Yellowstone, and
No,
well,
I mean, like, even for god power, this is like god power layered on another power. What was this made from?
well, that's what I was saying. Volcanic ash from. Oh, wait,
This is
is
called
this the?
onion.
Isn't this the ashes from the garden? Mixed.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that was Passy and I, and we kind of worked this miracle, and it was this amazing drug guard until these fuckers stole it and put it on top of a fucking volcano. So it's probably a bunch of drugs, and it's a miracle that Passy and I did, and it's probably mixed in with volcanic ash from a supervolcano where a ritual was being done by other gods in another pantheon.
Okay, you gotta slow things down because she's been here for like 2 days.
I thought I was being slow.
Yeah, but who made the crown?
Oh, Agaria.
Yeah.
I need to meet more people in this place. Or maybe fewer, as she looks at Shango.
Look, wait, listen. Persephone, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've gotten kind of a bad rap. We've done some things that annoyed some people.
In the
And
name of justice, but
I mean, we heard some people who just they got in the crossfire, and that sucks. When you're doing God shit happens, you know. But we mean well. Most of us, we try to do something close to the right thing. It's just you spend like a week or more as a god, and you start realizing that your concerns are not the same as they were when you were human, and that shit kind of falls away, and you're like, well, what's a dozen people?
So you didn't eat your folk hero either?
okay, Luna's telling people that we have to.
Listen, I against my better judge, look, his dad was one of the death squad members who killed kids in my town, and I killed his dad, and there was some splash damage, and he's super pissed about it.
I
And
didn't ask for your personal history.
what I'm saying is my folk hero opposite, his dad was a death squad member who tried to murder me, and so I killed him and kind of accidentally killed his family, and he's pissed at me, and I'm trying to give him some time to absorb the fact that his dad was a shithead. No, I haven't eaten it. No, I haven't killed him.
No, the answer is no.
Yeah, long way to get there, but Luna...
I'm trying to be a better person, okay? I'm trying not to kill people who I don't have to.
Yeah, but weird veil woman who gave me all of this. So she like motions around the room, and to all of you grand people, told me if that I ate my folk hero's heart, that I would live forever. Seemed kind of sketchy with the weird 2-year lease on life.
Luna's
Yeah.
super sketchy.
Also weird because she's upped her lie. I mean, just a week and a half ago, killing one of the folk heroes would give us a couple extra months, maybe a year.
Oh, wait, what the fuck did she tell you?
That there were other ways to stay around.
Yeah,
And you
about
believed her?
Shango.
Well, to be fair, hasn't Luna been through all of these recurrences?
Luna's got her own shit in mind, but guys, this crown, I don't know if this is the truth or not, But for every member of the Pantheon I kill, I get another 6 months of life. Or I get another
Another year of life. If you
another
don't-
year. If I don't kill somebody for a month, I lose 6 months, something like that. It's pretty fucked up. It's basically we can cannibalize each other and scratch out another month or two.
No, it's
It's really fucked up.
bullshit.
You said Egeria did this shit to you?
Gary made the crown. I mean, I don't think Aguirre was trying to do shit to me. I think Aguirre was helping. I think Aguirre was trying to give me some added power to take on Paul Bunyan and his fucking blue pit bull, and maybe Darth Candle if he showed up. And it just kind of went the way that just about everything we do does. It went sideways.
Yeah, I wouldn't try anything on Darth Candle. That doesn't go well.
Are we not going to the underworld to save the chick I sent there?
One problem at a time, and what did I say about questions?
Yeah, but you've been these people answer. Quit being a bitch.
Wait, who's in the underworld?
Everybody's favorite firebug.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about the chick that we met at the Korean donut shop and that Shango like seriously fell for.
Yeah.
Okay, rude, but like,
Oh, I didn't know you two were a couple. That explains the fire.
oh my God. Oh my
And
God,
Shango,
oh my
you know,
God.
I'm not trying to be rude. I know that it looked like she like instantly clicked with you.
We're gonna get her back.
I got to get my sight back so I can help.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I feel like we're glossing over the part where Egeria gave you some magic crown that's turning you into a god vampire.
I mean, rude, but accurate. But I don't
One
think
problem at a
you
time.
did it intentionally.
Well, yeah, problem one is that crown. Isn't that why we're down here, Shango?
Yep.
Yeah, but also, don't you think that I would have taken it off if I could have? Don't you think that I would have had somebody else take it off if it would come off?
Well, yeah, but that's just you. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of us.
You don't have to do this by yourself.
All right. Jack, you might want to get everybody out of here for this. At least I would suggest, you guys are tougher than most road crews, but still clear out. We'll
Take the
send
night
word.
off.
Yeah, we'll send word. You go see Davina's show, help her out. Everybody knows that you're my gang, so if she needs anything, you make sure she gets it, okay?
Jack meows in acknowledgement.
Jack is a cat now, apparently.
Jack says, yeah, he
Meow.
will take the time off, even though it is sort of like he may not have a job when he comes back. We will see. Who knows? So how y'all getting this crown off?
Ejira, what the fuck?
Well, I was looking through things, and if Shango, if you just get a little, enticing or intimate with Danilo, then we'll all have at least one string on each other. I don't know. We could try some sort of like mass collaboration.
You're seriously suggesting some kind of circle string?
Yeah. Are you saying that we should fuck at this time? In this economy?
No. Just maybe try to not be quite so angry at each other.
I'm not angry at her.
I'm not mad.
I mean,
That was convincing.
she's the person that I feel like the closest thing toward love for in this room.
So like sex is icky.
right?
So yeah, Echo has offered having sex until the crown loosens. Interesting.
Was not what Echo is offering, but
Are you trying to
sure.
fuck the crowd away?
As the immortal word of Peaches, fuck the pain away.
I was actually literally just thinking that you just spawned Peaches in 1996. Fuck the crown away.
Oh god, it's the
Yeah, that song was definitely on my Pantheon playlist, and it kept coming up at the most inappropriate / totally appropriate times in games.
I'm now just
Wow.
imagining being on the V for Vendetta soundtrack of "Fuck the Crown Away." So yeah, Echo has requested a collaboration attempt. I mean, y'all did burn down Brazil. You could take off a crown.
And we did kind of lay waste to Yellowstone.
Yeah,
We did.
it's more the after effects of all the ash in the air and the lack of sunlight for a while, and the bears dying out. The bears didn't die out, but I wouldn't hurt the bears. The bears are hibernating; they're fine.
Alrighty, let's see.
You think
So
that's
yeah,
it?
Shango, Patrick's actually. Well, you don't have a string on me at all.
I don't. Because we burned
So-
them. We burned through all of them. At least I burned through all of them.
Patrick's not wrong. You know,
On a meta level, Patrick's not wrong.
I mean, I'm not saying strip down and start fucking. I'm just saying
I mean,
maybe
with our
say something
Pantheon-
nice about him.
Well,
Like,
you
okay, so
guys
you
all
two-
introduced Persephone to you in a very fun manner.
Oh God.
So you two go talk to Egeria and figure out what the fuck is going on. And I will take
some way someone can shuffle strings.
Yeah, the one who fucked it all up. That's what.
just listen. Let's hold off on this whole. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Let's hold off on the whole having sex idea and just get Agaria down here.
I never suggested you have sex.
Echo, go get Egeria before I punch your fucking teeth out. Trust me, as Persephone, I can do that.
People are possible.
Can
We're
I
not
go?
people, we're gods. What the fuck do you expect?
Can I go with the girl who only jumped out of my mirror and held me instead of blew fire in my face?
I mean, honestly, if you want to stay here and maybe kind of talk to me about some of this stuff, I'd appreciate it, because if we can't fix this, I figure you probably know better than anybody else how to navigate spaces you can't see.
Okay. I'll stay, but if he eats me, I'm haunting you bastards.
That's totally fair, and I'm not going to eat anybody. It hurts, but none of you deserve it. That's why I'm sending Echo to get Agaria.
Okay. So, Echo, fetch quest.
Yeah,
If you're
feel
gonna
like looking.
I mean, do you even want to go to see Agaria? I mean, they promised you some wonderful secret long ago that they would help you become a star, and they've never come through with that.
Look, if I can just get through this without yelling at or trying to kill any of these people, then they'll all owe me. Then they'll have to help me.
Or they'll be dead, which is just as good.
Fair.
Yeah, so how does Echo achieve entrance to... is Agaria in her room?
I think she's probably, at this point, she has done printing through the fox, and she is probably talking with Jack outside, and Jack is probably trying to be nonchalant and not talk about what has been happening.
So you're not far away.
No, I figured not.
Yeah. So Echo, do you just open the door and run into Agaria?
God, nothing. Can't even. God, all these feet. Oh! Hi.
Echo, I'm surprised that you still have the balls to show yourself around these halls.
Well, they're mine too.
That is true. It's good that you finally recognize that. That's good.
So what were you coming down here? Just coming to check on your handiwork, see if he was done yet?
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, you've been trying your own gambit at sucking another god's power. How's it going for you?
Well, you communed with me. You see how I see the world. All the gods are too precious to me as they are. More of me will not satisfy me. I will be the last person to do a gambit.
So, then what does it help you to kill Danilo?
What are you talking about, Jack? What is happening with Danilo?
Nothing. He's just fading away, slowly losing all his power, his life, dying because of whatever you did to help him, your great projects.
Oh, I see.
You sound so shocked.
I knew that there would be a price to pay. I did not know that he would be the one paying it. I thought it'd be someone else's life. He had he had to be the one accepting it. You understand? He accepted these terms.
Look, the Danilo that accepted that is apparently not the one that we're left with.
Well, we own the Danilo that we knew. We own doing the best we can for him now.
Well, the best for him right now, because of what you've done to him, is for him to eat your heart. Or Shango's. Or someone important, even.
Let's not put a pin on that just yet. But I'm curious. So that is what the power is demanding of him.
Yeah?
Interesting. Well, this is not entirely our power, or, well, any of us really, not even the Nilos. This is whatever Soul Invictus was plotting to do on Yellowstone. I just hijacked the ritual. It makes sense that it's too powerful and so angry. This probably is the power of Soul Invictus in one way or another. And it went to kill us, feed on us. I have to say, this is some sort of dark enlightenment. This is worrisome.
Alright. No, that's not bad. I'd maybe try and make it sound a little more convincing, add some emotional resonance in there before you try that story again.
I admit this is only an hypothesis, but it's far more than what we have now. But yeah.
Fine. If you think you're ready and if you think they'll believe that, then be my guest.
Well, I don't care if they believe me, Echo. I care that we help Danilo.
You may care about different things before the end.
That is true.
Now to turn each other on. No, so
I mean, We were all thinking it. You were just the one who said it.
True.
This is like the most romantic encounter Echo has had. I mean, I
That
definitely
is
think this
true.
is role to
Not
turn
at
somebody on.
Yeah, no one's like called her names or told her to shut up in minutes now.
And in a way, Ejira is showing vulnerability.
I would say I'm just imagining those old VH1 pop-up bubble music videos, and it's like in the background, Persephone is cursing Echo.
Look, Egeria, we need more power than any one of us has. We all want to see the heavenly bodies go down. We may have different reasons, but none of us are going to get there on our own.
I agree. And I think Danilo is probably getting so fucked up because he's dealing alone something that that really nobody should be dealing alone with. And we should be dealing with these power source together, or not at all.
No, you're not hearing me right. And she like leans in and touches one side of your face and leans into the other ear and whispers so Jack can't hear. If he needs to go, I have your back.
Fuck! I think it has to be a roll.
So how is that not a role to turn someone on?
I would say
I
that
mean, it definitely is.
turn someone on through murder. Spirits once again return. Murder.
That's the theme. That's
Listen.
the theme.
It totally is, and it is totally in keeping with this Pantheon. I mean, blood is sexy.
This is like an erotic game of Clue.
I mean, I was so close. I got a 10, but I'm bad at this, so I got a 9.
Do you have a string on
Yeah.
Gary?
Oh, I do have one last string on Egeria.
I mean, you'll get it
Yeah,
right.
I'll spend that to get it back.
Now you have to choose an option, Agaria.
Yeah, and I think the most interesting is to promise something I think you want. No, wait. Yeah. And I say, I have an idea, and I hope I don't regret this again, but I can get you the Cinder Crown. Because honestly, if there is someone that needs it the most, it's going to be the eldest.
Yes. A volcano on my head, and no one could turn away from me again.
They will do so at their own risk.
I like it.
Well, very well. Now the thing that needs to be done is a rite of abdication. It's time for the Cinder King to go.
Oh, this is wonderful. I'll take a break at the top of the hour, so let's be back in 5 minutes.
Wait,
Yes.
we're running till 4:00, right?
Yes.
For Central,
Oh,
5.
we're running for another 30 minutes, correct?
Correct.
This feels like a perfectly suitable cliffhanger to stop on.
No! Fuck you. I fucking fuck you.
It does a little.
I mean, doesn't it?
Ah,
I mean, it's awful, but this is like serious tune the fuck in next week shit.
And I do have errands to run. So,
Oh, yeah.
And I
Well,
mean,
yeah.
Ferret, you would be doing a good GM facilitator camp thing by saying, this is too good of a place not to stop. I mean, this is very much kind of teaching people how to GM by example.
Yeah, I'll say I don't see it getting more painful of a place to stop.
Yeah. Okay. Like this is very cliffhanger. I mean, it's better than stopping in the middle of a fight.
Right? I mean, last time we stopped with Danilo stalking toward Paul Bunyan with a bunch of god weapons and Yellowstone on fire. This week it's like, who's going to try to murder Danilo?
Is it Jeria? Is it Echo? Is it everybody?
Maybe
Not everybody.
not. Probably. I hope not.
Also, you'll be turned on and made to murder him. I mean, it's not like anyone's going to pick sides.
Just a big old murder orgy.
In December,
Birds
like how
that were combined, apparently.
The things that I find myself saying in this game, that just these word combinations that should not exist any at all,
Okay,
like murder orgy.
I'm going to end the broadcast.
Broadcast.
Orgy, the best cliffhanger.